doing?
What's up? I am good, thank you. How are
Great.
you?
I'm okay. Welcome to another episode of Mad Science Films. I'm Jimmy P, filmmaker, sexual astronaut, director of 4 and a bit feature films. I mean, that anthology will be finished sometime soon, so yeah, we'll get on that. And I'm joined this week, as always, by my sensual co-host,
James Morrissey. I'm not a sexual astronaut. I haven't got a good little tag, actually, I could use, but...
Work on
I'm a
it. We'll
filmmaker
hop on
based...
for next week, or if anybody wants to
I'll
suggest...
have to, just think of one for me. I'm a filmmaker based in South Wales, DP'd a few features, directed by Jimbo himself.
So, as you guys may have noticed, the past couple of episodes, and we're going to keep running with this format of the show, is we are picking up forgotten films, like little gems of motion picture madness, which have kind of been just lost in the midst of time, cropped up, thankfully, places like YouTube or other areas. And we've discovered them, and we just think they deserve much more love, and we're going to do our best to harass boutique Blu Ray labels and go, guys, you need this film. You need to share this with other people and give it a really good package, like special features, all that stuff would be
some good
so
stuff.
that's what we're hoping to do.
Yeah, I kind of feel like Indiana Jones when I'm looking for these films. You know what I mean? Like
you look like Indiana Jones as well.
So I need to get the hat and the whip. Hey, that's what I'm gonna do for next week. All right, I'll try and find the Indiana Jones costume.
I feel like
Jim?
I feel like Henry Jones Senior. So I'm gonna, Sean Connery.
Yeah.
Of the glasses. I'm getting on, mate. I turned 40 this year. It's hard work, mate.
Oh God, yeah. I'm 39 this year. There we go. Anyway, let's get on our road of our ages because I get depressed.
There you go. Anyway, so this week, James M, it's your choice, young man. So, what have you got for us?
I have found a cool little film. I was just saying now before we went on how last week's film was so cool and crazy that everything feels a bit kind of less in quality. Do you know what I mean? So, but this film I did enjoy. It's a TV movie from the 70s, and it's called.
Jim, with you and your TV.
I know. I think it's because perhaps I'm being a bit lazy with my searching, but I'm getting a lot of recommendations from YouTube. So I've been clicking on. I've watched a couple, but this is "You'll Never See Me Again," and starring David Hartman and Jane Wyatt, and it's a TV movie from the 70s. And it's a cool little thriller kind of mystery kind of film. It's a couple that's very much in love. The wife gets a letter from her mother. It's kind of a strange letter. She's not spoken to her mother for quite a while. Anyway, they get into this big row about going to visit the mother. She ends up going off by her own. And the last thing she says after this big row is, "You'll never see me again." And then he loses track of his wife, and somehow he gets to be prime suspect number one. And it's the whole kind of almost like the fugitive kind of thing, where he's trying to find his wife and clear his name kind of scenario. So yeah, really, really good thriller. It's dated. It is dated, and there is some flaws in logic with the film. Like, yeah, some things don't make quite, doesn't make real sense. Like it's like a watertight kind of script, but I kind of enjoyed it nevertheless. Like, and I think if you're like I said, there's a few films I did watch and a few films which I was kind of checking out for this episode, and this one kind of kept me watching. You know what I mean? I was quite intrigued. I thought the acting was pretty good. David, who plays Ned, I really bought into his kind of like lone man finding his wife, everything's against him, the frustration, the anger.
He was a really good everyman character, because David Hartman, he's not really got the good looks of a movie star, but on a smaller TV screen, he kind of carries it. And looking on IMDb, he's mostly done TV work up until the 70s, and then he became like a TV
anchorman.
But yeah, no. I thought he carried himself really well. You kind of bought into it all, his frustration with what is going on, and why won't people believe me, and why is he telling a lie and all that kind of stuff. So I thought it was solid. Didn't quite get the love that you've given it here, Jim, but I'm prepared to be won over.
Maybe I'm just because I am a fan of those kind of films, and perhaps it's more the kind of film that it was rather than the actual film itself, if that makes any sense, that I was kind of lulled into. But yeah, it kind of kept me watching, and
It reminded me of like really good like 70s TV show, kind of like the Clumbos, kind of like the your Quincy's and that kind of stuff. It was really solid thriller. It was written by it was based on a story by Cornell Woolridge, who's like this mystery author, like who's like had so much of his stuff like adapted for TV and movies and stuff like that. Like I think probably his most famous thing was a story of his was turned into Rear Window by Alfred Hitchcock. So he's got writing chops, and it's a solid little story, with a great twist. Which I don't know. What were we thinking? No spoilers on this one. Keep it.
I wouldn't, because I think that's a big part of the film experience. I think.
So as spoilers we'll get we'll say there's a really effective twist at the end. It's not even really a twist, is it? Because it's a mystery, so it's the revelation of the mystery. So it's a good revelation. There's also out there, and I've had a little listen to it, and I'll drop links below. It was turned into a radio play way back when. I can't remember what year.
All right,
and that featured Joseph Cotton, who was in another Hitchcock film, Shadow of Doubt, and he was also worked with Orson Welles and some stuff as well. So that's like a 30-minute kind of thing. It works. I mean, it's only like 72 minutes, so it doesn't have such welcome. It's one of those things. Maybe it might have been better as like more of a TV episode length, maybe an hour, like at 72 minutes.
Yeah, just chuck Jessica Lange or fucking Columbo in it. It would have been a great half hour, 45 at the most, kind of. But like I said, I mean, and it's pretty hard to top last week's film as well, because I was just balls to the wall fun. So this is a bit different.
Certainly is a bit different.
But like I said, overall, I did enjoy it. Like I said, I'm a big fan of those kind of films, and watching, I was thinking about like The Fugitive and Breakdown, is it, with Kurt Russell?
Oh yeah, Kurt Russell.
Kind of similar vein, kind of thing.
Was that 90s or early 2000s?
90s, yeah. 90s, yeah.
Love
90s,
that. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Definitely, I can see if I'm not sure who wrote that script for Breakdown, but definitely influenced by your little TV movies like this. So
again, it goes back to your previous choice, mate, in terms of like American TV movies, like horror thrillers, all those kind of things. They were really on fire. And the guy who directed it, actually, similar to Steven Spielberg, is, I'm going to butcher his name now, so Jono Svag, I think, directed Jaws 2. So he's almost like the poor man Spielberg. So he did a lot of like TV movies, some TV horrors and stuff as well. There's one I want to track down, but I can't find yet. Hopefully it's out on DVD somewhere, called The Devil's Daughter, which sounds a bit like a Rosemary's Baby kind of thing.
I think
70 again, another TV movie. So if you find it, send me the link, mate, or I'll try to find it out there. But he's more Jeannot is kind of famous for doing, and you'll know some of these, Jim. Jaws 2, Somewhere in Time. I don't know if you've seen that Christopher Reeve time travel movie. It was pretty well known, pretty solid film. Supergirl. And Santa Claus the movie. So, which we can all agree the first hour is amazing of Santa Claus the movie, and nobody really.
It's all amazing. Come on.
The stuff with John Lithgow
losing his shit towards the end.
The stuff with John Lithgow later on is like the bit where it's just like, this is the story of Santa. On board, mate, on board. But I do like then after Santa Claus the movie, he kind of tanked. Like he went back to TV. He does like episodes of stuff now. He's still working now. He just does episodes of TV or whatever. So he was on the trajectory to be like a Spielberg. Like you think Jaws 2, Supergirl, Santa Claus the movie. And again, bit of trivia. Jim, do you know this? John Carpenter was attached to Santa Claus the movie originally. Imagine that. True story.
That would be, I don't know. Yeah.
I would love it, mate. You think it was, I think it was right about Starman. It was right about Starman, so I can see that. He does Starman.
Yeah. That would be very interesting. Yeah. That would be very interesting. I would love to know what kind of music Santa Claus the movie, what that theme would be. Yeah. Dun, dun.
Saying that, Jim, have you heard the track from Lost Themes 3? So
it's out now, isn't it? I've not heard it yet.
The single's out, so not the album itself, or at least it wasn't last night. But very excited to do that. Little tangent there, sorry, Jim. But Mr.
I can see something.
Fitting Mr. Carpenter there.
Yeah, I saw something on Instagram that the new album was due to be out. Was it next year? Next February? No.
Oh, is it? Oh man, I gotta wait that
I
long.
don't know actually. No, I might get that wrong.
All right.
Yeah,
Anyway,
oh, yeah.
back to You'll
Let's
Never
go
See
back.
Me Again.
Yes, that's how good the film was. We got off on tangents quite easy. But yeah, I mean, again, like I said, there's not much more to say about it. I mean, again, you got to be careful. You don't give the twist, the ending away. And that was another good thing with this kind of film is knowing it was going down that road of having some kind of twist and revelation or whatever. It was nice to watch it, see it through, and I felt a bit satisfied with the ending. Like I wasn't totally disappointed.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't the best ending ever, but it felt nicely wrapped up at the end.
It was one of those ones where, as an audience member, and you kind of led on a journey, and you're asked to accept everything that you're told, and then at the end, you're kind of going, should you have accepted that? You know, is that really what happened? And you kind of go, of course. So yeah. No, definitely. I think story-wise, loved it. Absolutely loved it. And I think the performances were strong as well, mate. You know, there was no weak change there. Loads of TV guys I'm sure I've seen in episodes of Columbo and all of that.
Yeah, that's Sam at the garage. He was in what was that kind of fantasy film? I swear he was in that film. It was like Wizards and Warlocks or something like that. It was called.
Okay.
I think he was in. Yeah, this definitely him. So some faces you kind of vaguely recognize.
It was a lot of the police guys. I'm like, I'm sure your main occupation was playing police officers. Which would be great. Imagine that as a career. Is that'd
be brilliant.
I just play a different police officer every week on different shows.
Yeah, just walk in, do your thing, and get your gun holstered, and there you go.
Awesome. Okay, Jim. So people have watched this film. They dug it. Okay, what Blu-ray label are you gonna try pitch this to?
I've actually done a bit of research because I'm terrible at this.
Yay!
And I've got one from the US and one from the UK. So Shout Factory, the US, they do some indie thrillers, especially from the 70s. Macon County Line, that looked pretty cool actually, and Murder by Death. So I think they might want to pick this little bad boy up. And then Powerhouse Films as well from the UK. They got things like the Anderson tapes. Yeah, and Eyes of Laura Mars, which look like quite cool. I've seen Anderson too. Sean Connery's kind of a cool...
Eyes of Laura Mars is John Carpenter's script. Back to JC, yo.
He's everywhere, man.
Yeah, should be. As he should.
Yeah, of course, yeah. But yeah, those two pretty much, yeah. I think they would. But
agreed, I had Shout Factory. Actually, I only had Shout Factory because, again, it had that TV movie feel. They put out a lot of, like, that kind of era box sets of like, the TV shows and those kind of movies. So, yeah, absolutely good call. Shout Factory, we'll be hitting you up and seeing if you guys can put out this, nifty little...
I wasn't sure whether I should pronounce it as Shout Factory or not.
I think so. There is an exclamation mark. So, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, sorry if I mispronounced the name.
It's your Welsh accent, Jim. That's...
Very true.
All right.
Sounds like I'm shouting. Okay. Cool.
So, if people want to continue on this vein of that kind of genre, that kind of film, what else? If they had double bill, triple bill, what else would you recommend they watched with it?
I notice I'm very good at saying the films I would recommend during me talking about the film, but again, definitely The Fugitive, Breakdown Kurt Russell, and I forgot. It's just popped in my head. What's that film with the kids go missing on the plane? And they tried to find him. Is it
with Jodie Foster?
Yes.
The recent one.
Yeah, that kind of it's like mystery. Where's my kids? Where's my wife?
Yeah.
People know, but they're not telling me.
It came out like the year after Panic Room. So I want to say Panic Room, but it's not Panic Room.
Oh, yes. Maybe we'll add up
there's
gonna be a here.
Yeah. IMDb is our friend. Cool. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, good suggestions. I'd add to that then. So sticking with 70s TV movies, grab a bit of Jewel by Steven Spielberg to see how it's done. Something Evil, which again we mentioned on a previous episode. That was Spielberg's second TV movie. Grab a little bit later, so about I think 10 years later, Wes Craven did a few TV movies as well. Chiller and Invitation to Hell. And again, it's very much that something slightly off. every man needs to find out what it is or whatever like that. So yeah, some great TV movies with some great directors working in that medium. Let us know if you've seen the film, if you dug the film. Let us know if you agree with Jim's take on the film. Let us know if there's any other recommendations that we should check out, either related to this film or just crazy shit out there that you think needs more love.
All right, so don't forget, if you like this video, don't forget to like. Also, hit the notification bell to stay tuned for more. And like Jimbo said, any recommendations, any comments, then leave them in the comment section down below.
Nice one.
And there we go.
Nice one. All right, and see you guys next week.
Later.